Hi, I'm Chef Steve. Welcome to the Care Kitchen. This program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side. ComForCare and At Your Side provides personal care for people throughout the United States and Canada. I'm Chef Steve here in the Care Kitchen, where we cook with kindness. And we bring you this program every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we feature different recipes and information and ingredients from the Care Kitchen Cookbook. Today we're working on shrimp. We have a great recipe from the cookbook, Care Kitchen Cookbook. It's a shrimp with lemon butter sauce and parsley. So first thing I want to do is just talk to you a little bit about the benefits of shrimp. Now, shrimp is a great protein. It's a very interesting in that it has antioxidant properties as well as lots of vitamins and nutrients. And it really is a great source of protein, which of course, as people age, it becomes more and more challenging to get enough protein in the day. So something like shrimp, if somebody loves it, it's a great protein. Now, there are some concerns about cholesterol. So again, it's like anything else. You can enjoy these foods when you like them in moderation and also having small plates. It's a very appetizing, delicious dish that we're going to prepare. I'm going to get to that cooking in a minute. But just to let you know, now shrimp comes in all sorts of forms. Most of the shrimp we get today is farm-raised shrimp, and it comes in various sizes. It's sized as to how many shrimp are in a pound. So I've got some jumbo shrimp here today. These come approximately 20 in a pound. So about 10 is a half a pound, which is what this recipe calls for. But of course, these things can be modified and changed. And this particular way that I got this shrimp is fully peeled and deveined with the tail off. It really cuts down on a big part of the preparation and sort of also just dealing with the shrimp. It's a lot easier. It comes frozen. They're all individual, so you can take out actually of the bag what you need, which is really a great benefit. You can do so many different things with shrimp as well. The dish we're going to prepare today is really a classic, and it's quite delicious, and it has nice fresh ingredients. We've got some nice fresh garlic in there. We've got lemons, fresh parsley, and of course our delicious succulent shrimp. So I'm going to get started with the cooking. Then we're going to plate it up. We're going to taste it. And we're just going to talk about what kinds of things you can serve with this delicious dish as well. So let's get cooking. Okay, so we're going to start our cooking now, and we're going to get our shrimp together. So this recipe calls for, went over the ingredients with you. This recipe calls for starting off with butter in our pan. We're going to put our pan on medium heat and put a tablespoon of butter in. And we're just going to let that sort of warm up and melt a little bit. And we're going to put our shrimp in. You know, typically with saute, as I mentioned earlier, you're working with high heat. On this particular dish, we want to start with the pan not so hot, and we're going to lay our shrimp in. So we're getting this butter started. Okay. Now I've got all the ingredients laid out here. This is really the best way to get yourself organized. If you have everything ready to go, cooking is a breeze. 1, 2, 3, you're done. Okay, so we've got our butter starting to melt. As that's going, I'm going to lay my shrimp in. I've got a half a pound of shrimp, peeled and deveined, tail off. So there isn't anything, everything's edible. Okay. So we've got our shrimp in there. I patted them dry so there's no extra water. That's why that paper towel is there. And they're in a cold pan. We're going to let that pan heat up a little bit. And then we're going to put in our next ingredient, which is going to be our chopped garlic, which we have right there ready to go. So we're just going to let this cook a little bit. I've got my tongs here. We're going to let them sit and cook for a little bit. And then we'll be ready for our next ingredient. Okay, so our shrimp is starting to cook. Butter's melted in there. It smells so good. Too bad you can't smell it. But we've got our butter, our shrimp cooking. And we just want to cook these shrimp approximately 3 to 4 minutes. They start to turn pink. I'm turning them over. See how the color changes. You know a shrimp is done when when it's all white. When you look at the shrimp, it's all white. That means it's fully cooked. You want to be careful not to overcook shrimp because then it tends to get rubbery and tough. So we're just about ready now to add our next ingredient, which is our garlic. So put our garlic in there. Okay. And we're going to swish that around. And boy, does that smell good once we put the garlic in. Really, really nice. Okay. They're starting to cook, and you can see it's still a little bit transparent there. It's not completely cooked through. We're just going to let it go a little bit more. And you want to be aware of your heat, that the pan's not getting too hot and things are starting to burn. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze a lemon in there. I've got my little handy dandy lemon squeezer. We've got our lemon, half a lemon. This isn't that big of a lemon. I'm going to put a little more juice in there. Okay. So now we've got our garlic and lemon in there, and these shrimp are just starting to really cook. You see how they're starting to get fully white there. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our parsley in. I have this parsley rough chopped, and throw that in there. And we're also going to now finish it with the other tablespoon of butter. Put that in. At this point, while we're cooking, we can add some salt and pepper. Some salt. And our fresh ground pepper, which is always a favorite. Fresh ground pepper. Okay. And that is looking good. So we're getting to a point now where we're just about ready to plate, and that is the dish right there. How beautiful that looks. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is get this beautiful dish on the plate. Okay, well, we're ready to start plating up our meal. You saw that cooking process, and we've got a plate right here. Let's bring our pan over and start our plating. Okay, we've got some nice shrimp here. I'm just going to place these on the plate. Now, this is the kind of thing, this dish goes very well with rice. It could also be served with pasta and a nice vegetable. Keep in mind, we have a fair amount of parsley in here, so that really sort of does count as a nice green leafy vegetable. Okay, so now we've got our beautiful garlic lemon butter sauce here, which I'm just going to spoon on our shrimp. Get everything all nice and coated. and it's quite delicious. Now, you know, parsley in itself is a very nutritious vegetable. People don't really think of it necessarily as a vegetable, but it sure works well as a vegetable. So you see, that makes a delicious looking plate. And we've got our parsley, got our shrimp with lemon butter. So again, this is just the entree. And we're going to be doing lots of programs with sides and vegetables, but I wanted to show you this. So now let's garnish this up a little bit. I'm going to take one of our lemons, and what I'm going to do, something very simple. I'm going to get a nice slice, and we cut it, make a little slit. Let's bring our plate back here. And we can just put a little nice lemon twist on there. And I've got some parsley here and a nice clump of parsley to dress up that plate. And that plate looks delicious. And you know, this kind of thing, this is a little garnish, but you can take that lemon and squeeze it over. The sauce has the lemon in it. But this is a very simple saute dish, and you can make it for that person you're caring for, whether it's your loved one or your client. This is a delicious meal that you can make. Now, you know, one of the things about cooking, and of course we talk about in the Care Kitchen, cooking with kindness, all of these cooking activities are lots of fun to share. And, you know, I encourage you also, share your recipes. We'd love to know what you're doing with the Care Kitchen Cookbook or just your ideas in general. Love to hear your comments, any questions you may have, and feel free to share your ideas. I mean, something like shrimp is such a versatile protein. It really just, you can do anything at all with it. It's good with tomato, it's good with lemon, it's good with wine, it's good with cream. Many, many combinations and sauces that you can do with this delicious dish. So today we made our sauteed shrimp with a garlic lemon butter sauce, which is in the Care Kitchen Cookbook. And we're going to be working on some healthy sides coming up in other shows. And we'll refer back to this dish to give you an idea what would go well with this particular entree. So I am going to now give this a taste, see what we got here. These shrimp are so nice and juicy. Really good. You can taste that nice lemon, which is such a great compliment with shrimp. And the garlic, and of course the parsley and the butter enriches it all. It is really a delicious meal. Well, I am going to enjoy this for my lunch. And I really thank you for joining me today. This is Chef Steve. We're in the Care Kitchen where we cook with kindness. Program brought to you by ComForCare and at your side. And don't forget to visit the ComForCare website. And under the Senior Nutrition section, you can download some great information, recipes, ingredient information, and stay in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. And I hope that you'll join me again. We're here in the Care Kitchen every Thursday at 1 p.m. where we cook with kindness. And I just hope that you have a great day. And I really appreciate you spending time with me. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for joining me.